up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing a video on Pao Lin, about his exclusives, his emblems, his auras, his skills, his equipment, and just how we generally use him. Let's get into the video. Let's have a little look and see what he's all about, shall we? So his basic attack, there's a 60% chance to remove one attribute buff from all enemies, or there's a 60% chance to remove one random buff, prioritizing non-attribute buffs. Okay, so what this means is that if the enemy has an attribute buff on them, that will be ignored, or it will prioritize, say, a shield over an attribute buff, so attack up, defense up, tenacity, consolidation, that kind of thing. So it will always prioritize the non-attribute buff, which is like a shield, damage immunity, that kind of thing. So it's very, very nice in that sense as well. From all enemies, if self-effect resistance is not below 100% when casting, afterwards it deals 120% attack damage to all enemies. Now, his first active skill increases all allies' defense by 60% and tenacity by 60% for 2 turns. That means crit damage taken is less by 60%. Pao Lin additionally gains damage immunity for 1 turn if self-effect resistance is not below 100% when casting. You can see where this is going. Cooldown goes down to 3. Now, the passive, Pao Lin is immune to the control effect if self-effect resistance is not below 100%. When an enemy inflicts a control effect on him and increases self-turn meter by 20% and other allies' turn meters by 10%. Besides, Pao Lin increases self-extra tenacity by 50% of self-initial effect resistance up to 63%. It's really huge, like how much less damage he's going to be taking. Now, this is the interesting part, okay? The exclusives. Exclusive 1 increases all allies' effect resistance by 25% at the beginning of each wave for 2 turns. If Pao Lin's initial effect resistance is below 100% but not lower than 50, or increases all allies' effect resistance by 50% for 2 turns at the beginning of each wave if Pao Lin's initial effect resistance is not lower than 100%. Basically, you want him over 100% effect resistance, okay? This is huge for PvP, absolutely massive for PvP, okay? So everyone should be trying to get an E1 Panda, because it's going to be vital to be stopping CC on our allies. Exclusives level 2. Now this is where it starts to go more towards PvE. Okay, it will be useful for PvP, but it's going to be very useful for PvE. Exclusive level 2 increases his turn meter by 10% for every enemy target whose speed is higher than him at the beginning of each wave. Okay, so we can build him slow. And he's going to boost his turn meter crazy. We can really focus on that effect resistance and health rate up. Now, this here, Immense Happiness, increases all allies' maximum health cap by 50% for 2 turns and restores their health by 16% of Pao Lin's max health. Afterwards, grants other allies stealth for 2 turns. Pao Lin cleanses all debuffs from all allies before restoring their health if self-effect resistance is not below 100%. Once again, we need them at 100%. But what this means is, okay, we're increasing our health burners damage massively by 50% for PvE, and also stealthing everyone other than Pao Lin himself. This is where it gets very juicy. Exclusive level 3. I'm excited for this. Gains 1 more turn after casting Immense Happiness, and also grants resistance debuff for all allies for 1 turn if Pao Lin's effect resistance is not lower than 100% when casting. But just picture this a moment. And I'm going to show you in a moment as well. If we cast this, everyone is stealthed other than Pao Lin. Okay, we're going to go straight to Bonzo Shelter. He's going to be damage immune. And everyone else is going to be stealthed, meaning he is the main target, and he's not going to be taking any damage. So this is huge for PvE. Massive. It's absolutely huge. I'm excited to see what he can do. Okay, that being said, let's have a little look at his emblems. So this is what I've built currently for his emblems. Now, I'm not entirely convinced on this. This is an early build. I just did this willy-nilly, okay? We've gone down defense and support tree, which is correct. We don't want to be going down the attack tree. We've taken health, obviously, as we should. We should take health because we want him tanky, and he's restoring heals with health. We want him tanky because everyone else is going to be stealthed. We've taken defense. We've taken damage reflect. We've increased healed effect. We've taken effect resistance increase, which probably don't even need it, but it's a bit of extra. Control resistance, which again we probably don't even need. We could have gone for something like The thing is, there's not a lot else here. We could have gone for the Undergod's Wing, which would probably been a better choice, actually, even more tenacity. Spontaneous recovery restores self-health at the beginning of each turn, and obviously max health. Now, we've gone for extra max health on a support tree. Then when self as a shield damage taken is decreased, then for allies with less than 50% health, healing effect is increased. And I'm hoping that will scale with this heal. Selfish, when inflicting a layer of buff or debuff successfully, self-speed increased. Magic Touch, a chance to reduce a cooldown. Now that can mess around with some rotations, but it probably would actually. Probably would. I need to check the cooldown on the other skill. Turn meter reduction taken is reduced. A chance to remove one layer of non-control buff, which is probably not even needed. And better when inflicting an attribute debuff or buff successfully, there is an 18% chance to increase the duration by 1 turn. Let's have a little look here. 5 turn, full turn, so that would be 3, that would be 4. So it's going to get messy anyway. And we only need it for the second wave mainly. Considering we're using health burn teams. Okay, auras. Personally, I've gone for Recovery Horn Aura at the moment. This is because what I have really access to best for him currently. We don't need speed on him because he's going to increase that himself soon. We could go for wait, where is it? We could go for Mastery Surge Aura to buff our allies' mastery. Green, probably going to want to go for like Urgent Treatment Aura. That's probably going to be the best option. And if we're looking at legends, it's either going to be Skillmaster Aura, or Combat Vanguard, because on his basic he's hitting everyone, so that's nice as well. Skillmaster Aura probably being the best choice. But yeah, Recovery Horn Aura, Skillmaster Aura, Combat Vanguard Aura, Urgent Treatment Aura, Mastery Surge Aura, and I feel like that's the best way to go on your auras. I really do. I feel like that's the best way. Equipment. As you can see here, it tells you to go health, speed, effect resistance. You can see I've just edged in 105% effect resistance. Just edged that in. Speed, I don't know why it's recommending speed, because, well, I guess it's for people that aren't going to exclusive him up. He will need speed, but he's going to require better gear. And it's going to be harder to get that 100% effect resistance on him, and a lot of health to make him tanky. Okay. So I'm still in the middle here. What we've done is here we've gone for a tough set and a speed set, which is just, the only reason I've gone for that is because that's where my effect resistance was. You can see here, 2 into effect resistance, 2 here. On the toughness set, we're getting health, tenacity, and effect resistance, making him super tanky, even more so with that tenacity increase. This had defense rate, effect resistance. This had effect resistance 1, and it was just the only piece I had in tough, so I had to go for that. Ideally, I would like to have a full set of this, of tough set on him. I really would, but you need to make sure you're hitting 100%, otherwise it's just not going to be there. On the first artifact, you want to mainly have like health, effect resistance, and health rate again. On the second artifact, you're obviously going to want to have effect resistance. Speed was just, it didn't roll into health rate, but the speed, if we don't have the exclusives, we're going to need the speed anyway, so it's not too bad. But you want to be aiming for really tanky. And obviously effect resistance again on the final piece. I wouldn't worry too much about the speed artifacts unless he's not exclusive, then it could be important. I probably should have him with the speed artifact on currently, so we will do that, and I just need to get the right effect resistance piece. How much has this one got? 8.1. Anything with health rate on it? No. Okay, so we go effect resistance and defense rate. We just need 1 roll, I believe. You're going to do this to me. No, we don't want crit damage. No. This one should roll. No. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Oh, what? I didn't mean to click 12. I did not mean to click 12. Is that over? It's under. We need 2 rolls into it. Okay, we're screwed. We can't do it. Anyone got one equipped? Vera. I'm not using Vera. You can take that straight off of her. My goodness. Wasting gold, guys. Remove, and in fact, all right, we're not going to go into that. We're not going to go into that. Let's have a look here. Let's put this on. Perfect. Okay, so you can see he is over 100% effectiveness, and that's your goal. That is your goal. That's your main goal to be doing. All right, let's move myself back over. Let's have a little look here in a discussion about how we can use Pao Lin. Now, let's consider Growlin a moment. We're going to go into a hard stage. We're going to lose, but this is my thinking on Pao Lin, how he's going to be used. Okay, now, obviously, in the first waves, we always burn it down with health burners. We don't need to use any skill on Pao Lin there. So Sigmund, and then he's on you to explode into the next wave. Now, this is where it would get juicy. If you have an E3 Pao Lin, which you're very, very lucky to have, what you would do is simply stealth your entire team and then damage immunity. Because no one is going to be targeted. Yes, okay. The Leicesters are going to hit, but we have the shield to protect them. Pao Lin is going to get hit by Gustav, so they're big hits. They are big hits. As you can see here, he is tanky enough, but I think if you had good enough tanky gear, he potentially could take this damage. In fact, he may even take this damage. Here. Nice, perfect. We're not going to bother using his second ability here for damage immunity. Well, we could do, but we're not going to. He would be immune to damage, obviously. That's what it does. So let's see. Ooh, okay, we're safe. So we got through that wave. There, and we could set smart casting up quite easily for that. We could really set up smart casting quite easily for that. Now, obviously, we're on to the boss. And, we should be very safe. He's not even skilled yet properly. Here we go. We're buffing up. He has damage immunity. He's just fantastic for your team. Guys. I feel like he's going to replace Elec. The need for Elec. Wow. Down went Ben Austin there. I don't think we need Ben Austin though. Done. Now we can stealth our allies, meaning Pao Lin will be getting targeted. And we now have the shield, so we can put this on auto now. It's really nice. He's not exclusive at the moment. Can you imagine him with some exclusives? Okay. So bear in mind, he probably could be used in the stage 30 team with better gear, more tanky. So that would be interesting. In fact, let's just have a little look how much damage he does take. That was silly. You need to restart. Wasting my energy. I just want to see how much damage he takes. And we should clear through this wave. No. Making quite a bit here. Okay, good. So we're into the next wave. Now this is where the magic happens, where we get nuked, okay? Okay, so we're going to stealth everyone. It'll just be so nice now to damage immunity straight after that. That may save us a little bit there. Okay, we're losing a good amount of health already. Yeah, Leicester should kill. Ooh, he didn't. Wow. I think with a bit more gear, we'd be safe. Depending if we can land what we need to on these. I think we wasted that there. I think we might have wasted that damage immunity. Final wave. Catherine's perfectly timed. It's looking good. Unless we get nuked. Big could go down here. There we go. So now we're in a bit of trouble. We really did need that. The bow, I should not have used it in the previous wave. Should not have used that in the previous wave. Let's throw an auto, see what happens. Wow. That's impressive. I've only really quickly built him. And it's just enough to push us through. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's huge. It's going to be huge in every single dungeon. Can you imagine at E3? It's going to make life so much easier for everyone. Obviously, Force Mark Tower, he's going to be insane because he's going to be removing the shield on the boss. AoE removal, may I add. He's going to be taking off, buffs. Making survival much easier, taking the damage from. It's looking very promising. Very promising. Faction Abyss is going to be huge in. Arena, he's just going to obliterate in. Let's have a little play of him in Arena quickly. I mean, he's not anywhere near built. This is a nasty team. I'm probably going to get nuked by this team. Probably going to get nuked. And it's first time using him in PvP as well. I don't even think this is the right team for him. So probably wouldn't need Catherine, maybe. Maybe we can stealth. It's not going to work against Malkio anyway. We need to try and kill this Malkio. Okay. Let's go on to auto a moment. If the team had a seal, that would have probably been a different story. I know he's immune to any kind of control effects currently, and he's also cleansing. So without exclusives, you're going to want him fast. But with exclusives, you're going to be laughing to the bar. You're going to be laughing all the way. All the way. Okay. Let's just see this working in theory with against Asindo and Nasil. You see he's immune. Obviously space is built with high effect resistance. His Asindo wasn't fast enough, so sorry. You can see on his basic attack, he's removing stealth. He's removing stealth. This is disgusting. Cleansing and max. Oh my goodness. See, we've got our Guilliman frozen, and we should have used our second ability. The counter there removes everyone. Oh my god. Unreal. Unreal. Ben Austin and Panda. Kill this Lucifer, please. Watch. Basic attack. Oh my god. I love it. I love the Panda. He is fantastic. He is absolutely fantastic. Can't stop smiling about him. He's brilliant. We haven't got enough damage yet. I need to remove Guilliman now. Really? Why am I using that again? Heal that Luna. Thank you. Where's it gone to? We can leave an auto. We don't need to be doing anything different. The fact that they gave him for free is fantastic, but the fact he's going to get so much better with exclusives is interesting. But he's still amazing without exclusives. What I'm going to tell all of you now is to try your best, try your very best to get him to E1. That is going to change your arena experience tenfold. Tenfold. You will no longer have to worry about the likes of Lucindo and the Seal. Quinlan is going to be no problem anymore. Wow, he's brilliant. He's fantastic. Okay. I hope that's given you some direction on how to build your Powlin, how to use him, and how we're going to be looking at using him in the future. He's going to be good for you on Growlin though in this event, so make sure you're taking use of him there. Definitely going to be useful though. So on that note, make sure you click like, subscribe, and comment below to help this channel grow. Take care everyone, and have a great day or evening wherever you are.